We are the people, we shape the future. That's the mantra of the Bridgehammer Podcast. And today we are going to put that to the test. Because if recent events have shown us anything, it's that people are finally waking up to the fact that their greatest power isn't just at the ballot box, but it's in their wallets. Money talks, and as it turns out, it can also protest, influence policy, and in some cases bring billionaires to their knees. And speaking of billionaires, Trump, Musk, and a handful of their wealthiest acquaintances have had a rough couple of months. Tesla's stock is in free fall, and major corporations are learning the hard way that consumers are not just mindless buyers, they are political agents. So today we're going to take a closer look at what's happening. The Tesla fiasco at the White House, the economic power shift away from the United States, and how Canada, yes, Canada, is giving the world a lesson in geopolitical backbone. So buckle up. Segment 1: The Tesla White House Spectacle. It's not every day that a US president turns the White House driveway into a used car lot. But then again, with Donald Trump in office, every day is a new kind of experiment in pushing the boundaries of political norms. This week, Trump hosted Elon Musk at the White House, standing in front of a lineup of Tesla models as if he were a particularly aggressive car salesman at the Florida dealership. The big announcement: Trump, who, let's remember, cannot legally drive as president, declared his personal commitment to buying a red Tesla Model S. Why? Well, according to Trump, it was a show of confidence in Musk, who's been hemorrhaging wealth at an impressive rate since Trump took office. And while the former richest man in the world probably doesn't need a presidential pity purchase, Musk played along, promising to double Tesla's US production. Now, let's step back for a second. Have we seen anything like this before? Presidents have had their corporate favorites, yes. Nixon had Pepsi, Reagan had Jelly Belly, and Bill Clinton had, McDonald's. But turning the White House into a direct marketing tool for a struggling company, that's absolutely new. And it tells us something deeper. When businesses get political, so do consumers. So let's get to segment 2: the decline of corporate titans. Elon Musk isn't the only billionaire feeling the heat. In fact, many of the world's most powerful business figures, especially those seen at Trump's inauguration, have seen their net worths plummet since January. Let's look at the numbers. Elon Musk down 148 billion US dollars. Tesla stock has tanked, consumer demand is shrinking, and suddenly being tied to a controversial political figure isn't such a great look. Or Jeff Bezos lost 29 billion US dollars. Amazon isn't having the best year, and let's face it, having the richest man in the world argue with warehouse workers isn't a great optics. Or Mark Zuckerberg down 5 billion. You'd think someone running the world's biggest social media empire would have better PR. Huh. Or Sergey Brin and Bernard Arnault. And especially Arnault shows us that even the luxury market isn't immune to economic reality anymore. What do these names have in common? They were all powerful, untouchable forces in capitalism until consumers decided otherwise. And this is the crucial shift. People are no longer just passive buyers. They are economic disruptors. The brand they support or abandon can determine market value, stock performance, and in some cases, the future of entire industries. Karl Marx believed that the working class power came from its labor. But in an age where AI is replacing jobs faster than CEOs can outsource them, the real power isn't in the workforce, it's in consumption. So let's move to segment 3: Canada ice hockey and the fall of the US hegemony. Let's talk about Canada. You know, that polite neighbor to the north that usually stays out of global drama. Well, not this time. When Trump imposed steep tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminium, the response was not a carefully worded diplomatic protest, but Canada hit back hard. with 29.8 billion in retaliatory tariffs on US goods. And US stock market, it reacted badly. The Dow dropped nearly 600 points in a day, following a 900-point slide the day before. Wall Street, as it turns out, doesn't like economic nationalism when it's the one paying the price. But here's the bigger picture. This isn't just about tariffs, it's about the decline of US economic hegemony. For decades, America called the shots. Countries either complied, negotiated, or braced for the impact. But now, even traditionally cautious nations like Canada are saying no thanks, so far and not further. And here's where Europe should be paying attention. If Canada, a known polite country but whose national sport is ice hockey, literally involves fighting, can stand up to the United States, why can't European leaders do the same? For too long, Europe has been stuck in balancing act between US economic dominance and its own interest. But consumer power is shifting. Global alliances are reconfiguring, and the idea that the US is an untouchable superpower is starting to crack. So what does this all mean? It means that we, as consumers, have more power than we ever realized. It means that politics is no longer just about elections. It's about where we spend our money, what we choose to support, and what we collectively reject. It also means that billionaires who once thought that they were untouchable are starting to feel the real consequences of public opinion. And it means that Canada just gave us a textbook example of how to stand up to economic coercion. Maybe it's time European politicians take notes. As always, here at the Bridgehammer Podcast, we believe in shaping the future. And the future, it belongs to the people who know to wield economic influence just as effectively as political influence. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, you're always voting, even when you're just buying a coffee. See you soon, stay tuned.